Paul Clitheroe is worried concerned Australians' retirement nest eggs are disappearing. So here are his simple tips to maximise your cash.
Ho, 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 the super fund has got my dough and I'm not very happy.
Santa worked hard last Christmas to make us happy, but when he wasn't looking, the superannuation Grinch got his hands on Santa's sack of loot.
And look at Santa's sack now, it is empty.
There are hundreds of thousands of people in this situation, categorically. Mainly the young and the old.
Employer contributions, $77.72.
Rachel's casual work didn't earn her a lot of super, but she never expected it would shrink to this.
Closing balance, $3.
It's a huge problem. Everybody's losing money and don't even realise it.
It's the great superannuation vanishing trick, and it's perfectly legal, but it's costing Australia's 2.5 million casual, temp and part-time workers vast amounts of hard-earned savings, money they'll need when they retire.
Exactly, where is my money? I mean, at the 1st of June I had $204 in the super fund. It went from $204 to $56.
So where's your money?
It was gobbled up in fees, you can see it.
Steve Kent handles Santa's finances as if they're his own. He tells us last Christmas Santa collected around $2,000 in appearance fees. You probably saw him yourself at the shopping centre. And also earned a modest $204.07 in super, which went into an employer-nominated super fund. Now, he earned a bit of interest on that, but then the fund and the government sunk their teeth in.
Administration fee, $50. Insurance premiums, $56.44. And the thing that gets me is incidental fees and charges, $50.96. And the last one is the government got me for a federal government contributions tax of $30.61.
And you got?
$56
out of?
$204.
So in just 7 months, Santa's lost 3/4 of his super from that job.
So what do you think of that?
I think it stinks, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's my money. And as I said to one of the guys at the super fund, I said, Ned Kelly wore a helmet, you guys wear a blue suit and a computer.
The system works brilliantly for millions of Australians, but the system can work really poorly for part-time, low-paid employees.
Paul Clitheroe says the apparent unfairness of what happened is because Santa pays exactly the same fees as someone with lots of super saved up. It's just a couple of dollars a week, which is nothing if you have a lot to start with, but leaves you with next to nothing if your balance is very small. For instance, Rachel Ma.
$3 is ridiculous. They've taken $74 away from me in fees and left me with something that's useless. I can barely buy a cup of coffee with it. Administration fees, $23.75. Insurance premiums, $48.81. Earnings, $2.18.
What was that one? Death and disability insurance. You can opt out, but how many people know that? So 2/3 of Rachel's super went on an insurance policy she didn't know about and certainly didn't want.
The purpose of a super fund is to sort of look after you in your retirement. If they're just going to take it all away with these crazy fees, what's the point of them?
But most of them are very unaware of the situation and don't realising they're actually losing thousands of dollars every year.
Jen George runs OneShift.com.au. With over 205,000 registered temp and casual workers, it's the biggest in the country. Her latest member survey unearthed a terrible truth.
1 in 8 people actually have more than 5 accounts of where their superannuation is sent to. So that's more than 5 accounts of admin fees and other service fees that are depleting all their money.
She also discovered they were unaware of the easy fix.
Try and consolidate them all into one account. It's free to do, it's easy to do, and there's actually a lot of government websites that you can go to find out more information on how to consolidate them.
For Rachel and Santa and countless others, their statements, when they read them, and many people don't bother, become an expensive eye-opener.
Let's be quite blunt here. As a system, rather than Santa's money being split up between the tax office, the superannuation fund, and a tiny bit left for Santa, Santa would have been better off not having to put his $200 into superannuation.
That's highway robbery.
Yeah.
I won't get a visit from Santa Claus this year, I can assure you.
Oh no. If you'd like to look into Paul's advice in more detail, just head to our website.